and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday and I have been to get weighed and I'm over the moon. I'm 7 stone 12. I'm so proud. Like, the reason why I got weighed, because I've been a bit nervous too, but a few people over the weekend have said to me, oh, you look really well. So hence that means I've gained weight. So went into town this morning and I'm buzzing because other than breakfast, if the irrigation system has worked, I enjoy breakfast and generally lunch and dinner. I don't feel hungry but I get that shaky feeling, so I know I need to eat. And I eat through pain and discomfort, but I just do it anyway because I want my body to be strong, and I need to nourish myself and eat. So I'm truly over the moon about that one. Excuse me. Yeah, so last Thursday, I was at the hospital. I was in Benjamin Hospital seeing my pain specialist. Like, I have to see her, it's like about every month and a half or so. And it was the first time I didn't cry, which is a good thing. But she was so proud of me. So let me just show you. Hang on. So the last time I saw her, my shoulder, I could only get it to like there, and that would hurt. But now I can get it up there, which is pretty amazing. She was like so proud. I'll just flip this back round. Yeah, she was really impressed. She said, I love it when patients do their homework, and I was like, well, obviously yes, I'm always gonna. But she gave me some things because I've got my right hip is quite weak, so I get pain in my leg. So she gave me some good like butt strengthening exercises, just really like baby, like, you know, back to basic ones. And then Friday I was at the QE seeing, I haven't seen him for like 7 years because, well, I think I've mentioned on the channel before the fluid on my hip, but it's actually not fluid, it's a bone marrow adhesion, which I didn't realise was a bit more serious than fluid on my hips. I never really talk about it much because it's the least of my worries. Like, I always get niggle in my hip, and it almost feels as if my leg's not attached on properly. But like, I just battle on with it, but then I had a really bad, like, it was really hurting earlier in the year. So I'm being sent for another MRI to make sure that it hasn't grown, because obviously everyone knows what your bone marrow is, but then an adhesion is like a hard rock of like skin. Normally it's caused by scar tissue, but obviously I've never had surgery down there, so I don't know what's caused by it. So yeah, so basically I'm just being sent for an MRI, so I'll have to have the MRI to find out. But yeah, obviously this video is a lot happier than the last one. I've had a bit of a mindset shift. Like, I've fully accepted the fact that whether it be next year, the year after, or 10 years, I will end up with a bag. But I just don't know when I'm ready to go for it, because now I do not go to the toilet without the irrigation system. And like, the reason why I had that breakdown is, as I said, the pain isn't the bad bacteria, but I'm keeping like such a detailed diary of how I feel, like every day, like really detailed. I've never done a diary this detailed, and then when I do see my consultant, I'll show him it. But I know I'm gonna end up with a bag, but it's just whether I don't really want to do it next year now, because I am going to India in January, which I would have cancelled if I'd have had the bag, if I'd been told that I needed the bag earlier, but obviously the irrigation system. But I'm not cancelling India now. And then I've got a wedding in April, and I've got a hen party. Then it's my 40th. I don't want to have surgery like in amongst all that. And again, it's time off work, it's money. But anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so I've accepted it. And as well, like, it's almost like I'm guinea pigging it, because I'm on like a really good support group, and I put on it as anyone had their ostomy fitted due to just serious constipation and pain. Because there's no name, unfortunately there's no name for my condition. Because if I had a name for it, I could, you know, say, right, I've got such and such, has anyone had a bag and it's improved their situation? So basically I'm guinea pigging for myself. And like, I was on the phone to my dad the other night, and I just honestly, I can't. If I could turn back time 5 years ago, and they would have just given me a bag, because they didn't give me a bag because of my age. But if I'd had the bag then, it wasn't my choice. And now I have to make that choice to have it. And my surgeon's happy to do it anytime. But I've got to make that choice. So then if I have it and I regret it, yes, I don't think my surgeon would take my bowel, so I could have a reversal. But then that's 2 operations. And 2 operations is going to cause more problems anyway. But anyway, I leave it at that. I am going to have, this is how desperate I was last week. Well, I am still desperate. I have booked, apparently she's amazing, town card reader. So I'm going to see her on Thursday. So I'll post on this what happens. So I'll check in then. Bye. So it is exactly a week later. I've been useless at picking up the camera. And yeah, so I went to the fortune teller. I thought she was very good. My friend Amy came out and was just like, poo, rubbish. But personally for myself, I thought she was very good. She first started talking about how I had a boy, which obviously I don't have kids, I'm infertile, blah, blah, blah. But I said I'm very close to my godson, Bobby, which I am very close. And she mentioned a few things about him, which was definitely true. What else did she say? Oh, and then there's a few other little bits that is pointless even telling you. But then she did say, you're back and forth at the hospital at the moment, aren't you? Which I thought was quite mad. And I said, yeah. And she said, the door's still moving. You are going to be going back. You will be having a 5th surgery on a certain area, which I thought was quite mad because I have had 5 surgeries on my bowel, 2 on my shoulder. But I thought, you know, that's really quite close. Should you are going to need more surgery, but should after your recovery, it's going to be the best decision you've ever made. I didn't, at this point, I hadn't even mentioned anything about my health problems, but then I did, after she said that, she said, you know, how does that make you feel? I'm sorry if I've upset you. I was like, no, it's good. This is what I've wanted to hear. So I did tell her. She said that I will marry. I'm not going to meet the man of my dreams for many years to come. But she says, when I meet him, he's going to be like a best friend, blah, blah, blah. And another thing she said, which was quite mad, she said, you left the continent, no, you've been on holiday this year. And I was like, yeah. And she said, no, she had many people go on holiday. She said, but you've actually left the continent, which, you know, not many people do leave the continent. And she said, you're going again next year, which I thought was quite mad. She said, when I marry this guy, we're going to leave the continent and live surrounded by beautiful greenery. I was like, yep, I'll take that. And I do live a very, very long and happy life. There was a couple of other bits and bobs that she said in amongst it all, which was, yeah, so I personally thought she was, for me, I thought she was really good. So, yeah, so I was quite pleased. I mean, obviously it's what I wanted, what I wanted to hear. About me having more surgery. I mean, obviously I know you can't live your life by what they say, but what I'm trying to do now is I'm seeing my consultant in February. I'm trying my utmost hardest to not think about my problems until then, but it's actually physically impossible to do that because I wake up every morning anxious because now it's official. I do not go to toilet without the irrigation system. My bowels just do not work anymore. Oh, sorry, I need to. Oh, I was just about to end the video soon anyway because I picked some of my clients up from the metro station. That's my client, he's at Central. But yeah, so I do not go to the toilet without the irrigation system. And it doesn't, like I've said in the past, doesn't always work. It didn't work yesterday and it was horrendous how I feel. So yesterday, if I had to see my consultant, I'd have been, yes, go for the surgery. But it's not that simple, is it? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I've been slacking at posting, but I will get back on it. And please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you want to see more of me talking about my bowels. That's all I talk about. And it's not just to you, it's all I talk about in life. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel and show me your support. Any comments, I'd love to hear them. And thanks. Have a good evening or good day, whatever time of day it is you're watching this. Bye.